Barcelona has completed a stunning comeback against Atletico Madrid at the Wanda Metropolitano, giving the Colchoneros a taste of their own medicine. A team full of hunger, courage, and an unbreakable mentality. The match didn't start well. Barca struggled in the first half, unable to find their rhythm. Then things got even worse when Rodrigo de Paul's clear handball led to Atletico's second goal. But just when everything seemed to be going against them, Barcelona showed exactly why this team never gives up, from 2-0 down to a brutal 2-4 comeback. A historic remontada right in the heart of enemy territory. The attacking trio was unstoppable. Lewandowski, phenomenal. Rafinha gave everything on the pitch. Lamine Yamal, relentless, fighting until he got his goal. This Barcelona didn't just win, they deserved it. They dominated, pushed forward, and never stopped believing. This team never gives up, never drops their arms, and always fights until the end. They remain unbeaten in 2025, and when that first loss comes, whoever it may be against, it's going to cost them dearly. Now, Barca sits at the top of La Liga with a game in hand, but more importantly, this win has strengthened their morale for the next big challenge. Barcelona is alive, and what's coming next? It's going to be even bigger. This Barcelona doesn't just compete. They walk with the swagger of champions. From the very start of the season, Barcelona has played at an overwhelming level, displaying intensity, dynamism, and an attacking power that has dismantled every opponent in their path. Every match has been an exhibition of total football, a show of dominance in all areas of the pitch. Villarreal was the first victim, suffering a 5-1 thrashing, followed by Girona, who conceded 4 goals without a response. Barca's ruthless streak didn't stop there. They put 4 goals past Real Madrid in El Clásico, proving they were ready for great things. Then came another statement victory, 4 goals against Bayern Munich in the Champions League.
Arranca Rafinha, se viene el primero, achica Neuer, gol!
Dismantling one of Europe's giants. And in the group stage, Benfica suffered a brutal 5-goal thrashing.
Toda velocidad está Rafinha, enganchó y esto puede ser para un golazo. Gol!
As Barca pulled off one of the most epic comebacks in club history. They had no answers against a Barcelona side that displayed unmatched resilience. With such a dominant start to the season, Barca made it clear they were serious contenders for every trophy. Flick's system was working to perfection. High pressing, purposeful possession, and a lethal attack that tore teams apart. Barca wasn't just winning, they were demolishing their rivals, playing with verticality, speed and precision. At that moment, it felt like no one could stop them. The unexpected downturn. But, like every great story, there was a dip. The team dropped crucial points, doubts started to creep in, and criticism quickly followed after a series of disappointing results. A shocking home defeat against Las Palmas at Montjuic. A frustrating 1-0 loss to Real Sociedad. An embarrassing defeat to Leganés that left fans speechless. And then the lowest moment of the slump, a crushing 1-2 home loss to Atletico Madrid. Where the Colchoneros completed a dramatic late comeback. It was a reality check, but this Barcelona wasn't about to collapse under pressure. They had a response coming, and it was going to be brutal. Barcelona has been reborn, a relentless force. Unleashed since the start of the year, Barcelona has been unbeaten in 14 matches, and they haven't just avoided defeat, they've destroyed some of the best teams in the world, proving that this project is more alive than ever. A Supercopa masterclass, Barcelona humiliated Real Madrid with a 5-2 thrashing in the final, delivering a brutal manita that sent a statement to all of Europe. Champions League dominance, even after Kubasi's red card.
Pau Cubarsí que se barre, había ganado la pelota, Pavlidis se pedía una falta previa.
In the first leg against Benfica in the round of 16, Flick's squad responded with an absolute demolition in the second leg, crushing the Portuguese side to seal their place in the quarterfinals.
Este le quiere pegar al arco, vio, buscó el angulazo. Gol!
And now, Barcelona has completed a stunning comeback against Atletico Madrid at the Wanda Metropolitano. turning the match around and silencing the Colchoneros in their own fortress. This is not just a resurgence, this is a declaration of war. Barcelona is back and they're coming for everything. Flick's Barcelona, a hybrid of the greatest Barca teams in history. This Barcelona under Hansi Flick is more than just a team in great form, it's the perfect fusion of the greatest Barcelona sides ever assembled. It has blended Guardiola's tactical genius.
A sus jugadores.
Atención a Xavi, la frontal del área, Xavi recortando, la mete perfecta, Leo Messi, ¡golazo del Barcelona!
The ruthless attacking power of the MSN.
Cuelga la pelota, Neymar. El balón, gol, 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 gol.
The explosiveness and direct play of Ricard's Barca. This is a team that thinks, strikes and never forgives. A team with a clear identity, reminiscent of the Barca that once ruled world football.
Para sacar un centro que vino elevado. ¡Gol!
Va Neymar picando pelota. Sergio Roberto.
The return of epic comebacks. This season's miraculous comebacks have revived the magic of Camp Nou. It's impossible not to draw comparisons to legendary nights like the 6-1 against PSG, when Barcelona defied the impossible and pulled off one of the greatest turnarounds in Champions League history.
Le pega Neymar, golazo, gol!
This team never gives up, fights until the final whistle, and carries the mentality of true champions. A new era of rivalry with Atletico. The recent clashes against Atletico Madrid have reignited memories of the intense Clásico wars of 2010 to 2011, when Pep's Barca and Mourinho's Madrid battled with a ferocity that transcended football. Every match against Atletico has felt like a war. And Barcelona has responded with quality, composure, and sheer determination. Flick's Barcelona isn't just playing beautiful football, it's built to win. Hansi Flick's Barcelona is a blend of the best Barca teams in history. At different moments, it resembles Rijkaard's team, Pep's dominance, and the lethal MSN attack, all in one. The Barcelona of Frank Rijkaard defined an era with magical attacking football. His 4-3-3 system was built around creativity, speed and improvisation, giving Ronaldinho, Deco and Eto'o the freedom to wreak havoc on defences. Counter-attacks were the team's deadliest weapon. Rijkaard's system prioritised quick transitions, capitalising on the pace and finishing of Eto'o, Juli and Ronaldinho. However, when necessary, they could also dominate possession, using the ball as a tool to control the tempo of the match. This is exactly what we see in Flick's Barcelona today. This season, Barca has mastered the art of fast, direct and lethal counter-attacks, much like Rijkaard's golden era. If Rijkaard's Barca was about speed and creativity, Pep Guardiola's Barcelona revolutionised football itself. It was the most dominant team of its era and arguably the greatest in football history. Tiki-taka wasn't just passing, it was a weapon that suffocated and dismantled opponents. Guardiola reinvented the 4-3-3 by introducing the false nine, placing Lionel Messi in a deeper role to overload midfield areas. This movement broke defensive lines, creating space for Pedro, Villa and Henry to exploit with deadly precision. While Flick's Barcelona isn't a carbon copy of Pep's team, it has echoes of that dominance, a mix of structured build-up, pressing and direct attacks when necessary. But there's one more key influence to mention. Flick's Barcelona, the evolution of an era. Flick's Barcelona is not a replica of past great teams, it's a natural evolution that blends the best traits of Rijkaard's speed, Guardiola's control, and Luis Enrique's lethal attack. The Guardiola influence, tactical precision, and pressing mastery. Pep Guardiola's Barcelona didn't just pass the ball, every movement had a purpose. Positional play wasn't about sterile possession, but rather about manipulating the opponent, breaking defensive structures, and creating numerical superiority in key zones. High pressing and counter-pressing were crucial. Whenever Barca lost the ball, they would swarm the opposition, forcing a turnover within seconds, preventing counter-attacks and regaining possession in dangerous areas. Flick's Barcelona has implemented these pressing mechanisms. The team doesn't wait. It reacts immediately after losing possession. The intensity may not be identical, but the philosophy is the same. Recover the ball as high and as quickly as possible. The Luis Enrique influence, deadly transitions and the MSN legacy. If Guardiola's team was a master of control, Luis Enrique's Barcelona perfected the art of transitions. The MSN, Messi, Suarez, Neymar, was the most devastating trident in football history. The trident had complete freedom, with Messi acting as a playmaker, Neymar as a dribbler, and Suarez as a relentless finisher. The philosophy was simple: win the ball, exploit space, and punish opponents with speed and precision. This is where Flick's Barcelona finds another parallel. While they don't have Messi, Suarez or Neymar, the trio of Lewandowski, Rafinha and Lamine Yamal plays with a similar dynamic. The numbers back it up. Flick's Barcelona. From crisis to European dominance. At the start of the season, few believed in Barcelona as a serious contender. There was talk of a rebuilding phase, financial struggles, and a squad that couldn't compete with Europe's elite. But fast forward to today, and Hansi Flick's team has completely silenced the doubters. 129 goals in 42 matches. 14 matches unbeaten in 2025, a tactical revolution that has restored Barcelona's fear factor in Europe. A tactical evolution, not just possession, but purpose. Flick's Barcelona has mastered positional play, but unlike previous iterations, it also thrives in transitions. Tiki-taka with intent. Instead of aimless passing, every movement is designed to break defensive structures and create high-quality chances. Lethal in counterattacks. When the opponent presses high, Barca punishes them with devastating speed.
Al toque de balón se la dejaron. Orsnes perdió la pelota. Alejandro Valdes el que quiere meterle velocidad. Rafinha que ya le metió la cuarta. Ahora Valdes le metió la quinta. Ahora el toque que vino para Rafinha. Se acomodó, golazo. ¡Gol!
Aggressive high pressing. Flick's tactical discipline ensures Barcelona wins the ball back high up the pitch, forcing opponents into costly errors. A mentality shift. Flick has built a team of warriors. Barcelona isn't just playing good football, they are playing with character, resilience, and an unshakable winning mentality.
¿Qué es lo que nos estaba faltando para llegar a romper esa defensa que la verdad que el Atlético de Madrid lo ha hecho muy bien?
Yo creo que intensidad, yo creo que era intensidad, ir a por ellos de verdad, no estábamos yendo a por el partido, estábamos yendo a ver qué pasaba. Hasta que no nos han marcado 2 goles no nos hemos espabilado y eso no puede pasar, la verdad, es algo que tenemos que mejorar, ya nos pasó en Copa del Rey. Y bueno, al final mejorar esos pequeños detalles y yo creo que así seremos un equipo perfecto.
No more collapses, no more excuses, no more passive football. Flick's Barcelona fights until the last minute. Players believe in his system and execute it with absolute confidence. This is what separates Flick's Barcelona from Xavi's Barcelona.
Montjuic estaría cantando en lo que está hecho un energúmeno, Xavi, ¿eh?
Está furioso, tarjeta roja, Enzo Olivera para Xavi.
Last season, when Barca was losing at the 70th minute, the team looked defeated. Players dropped their heads, ran out of ideas and mentally collapsed.
Shot up! Blocked by Curvas. Jose Luis Morales!
But this Barca refuses to break. They believe, they fight, and they always find a way to turn impossible situations into historic comebacks. The Champions League dream. Can this Barca go all the way? At the start of the season, Liverpool was seen as the favourite for the Champions League. But now, they're out. PSG knocked them out, and their title chase in England is slipping. Meanwhile, Barcelona is hitting its peak at the perfect time. La Liga leader. A decisive battle versus Real Madrid could determine the title. Copa del Rey semi-finalists. Another potential El Clasico in the final looms. Champions League quarter-finalists. Dortmund is next. But after that, the potential clash with Bayern, Arsenal, PSG or Madrid will be the ultimate test. This Barcelona has one goal: to win it all. This is not just another promising team. This is a team that dominates, destroys and wins with authority. Flick has revived the soul of Barcelona.
Ellos tienen un equipo ofensivo muy potente, pero nosotros hemos sacado una mentalidad, una lucha, un carácter que estoy francamente admirado de mis jugadores.
The mentality of champions is back. Will they bring the treble back to the Camp Nou? We're about to witness history. Now let's analyse the match. Hansi Flick's tactical approach focused on Barcelona's creativity and unpredictability in the final third. In this setup, Lamine Yamal emerged as the key differentiator in the offensive phase, especially in finishing areas. His ability to resolve 1-versus-1 situations in central spaces disrupted Atletico's defensive structure. Under the close watch of Samuel Lino and Reinildo, Yamal constantly made off-the-ball movements that split his markers. He combined feints and quick bursts of speed to cut inside from the right half space, creating advantages at the edge of Atletico's box. From that position, he not only attracted defenders, but also set himself up on his left foot to deliver sharp crosses to the far post, forcing Atletico's centre-backs to abandon their positions and exposing their defensive weaknesses. In the second half, with Conor Gallagher reinforcing Atletico's right side and Reinildo maintaining his role as a covering fullback, Yamal adjusted his positioning, alternating between receiving the ball to feet and making penetrating runs to continue generating advantages. His ability to pin defenders and drive forward allowed him to switch play effectively, stretching Atletico's defensive line and enabling Barcelona's midfielders to attack from deep. This tactical mechanism not only expanded Barcelona's attacking range, but also unsettled Atletico's defensive shifting, creating crucial spaces for finishing, as seen in the 2-3 goal. The combination of coordinated movements and team play highlighted Flick's versatile tactical approach, allowing each player to occupy optimal positions and systematically dismantle the opposition. Yamal's tactical adaptation, alternating between possession and off-the-ball movement, forced Atletico's defenders to constantly readjust. Each switch of play not only improved ball circulation, but also created numerical superiority in key areas, opening the door for midfielders to make decisive runs into the box. Barcelona showed weaknesses in defensive vigilance against Atletico Madrid's direct play, particularly on the right flank. The lack of coordination in this area became evident when Julen Koundé struggled in aerial duels, losing his reference point every time he stepped out of position to challenge Samuel Lino and Julian Alvarez. This created gaps behind him, allowing Atletico to exploit exposed areas and create dangerous situations inside the box. On the other hand, Pau Cubarsí failed to maintain the correct distance from Antoine Griezmann, allowing the French forward to exploit the gap between the centre-back and full-back with ease. This led to clear goal-scoring opportunities that threatened Barcelona's defensive stability. In short, the lack of synchronisation between Barcelona's central defenders allowed Atletico to find depth behind the defensive line, forcing Flick's team into defensive retreats, often outnumbered and unable to anticipate the opposition's attacks. Now, pay attention because Hansi Flick delivered a tactical masterclass with his substitutions, which completely reshaped the match. The German coach made the right adjustments by introducing Ferran Torres and Eric Garcia in the 67th minute, replacing Dani Olmo and Marc Casado. This decision not only improved Barcelona's offensive structure, but also strengthened their control of the game and space occupation in the opponent's half. Ferran Torres proved decisive with his goal-scoring instinct. His intelligent movement, particularly on the left flank, allowed him to exploit open spaces inside the penalty area. His well-timed diagonal runs were undetected by Atletico's defence, enabling him to stretch their backline and create dangerous opportunities. Ferran Torres' second goal came after a ball recovery by Rafinha, capitalising on Atletico's defensive disorganisation near the edge of the box. With a precise strike using the inside of his right foot, Ferran beat Jan Oblak, delivering a crucial moment in the match. Meanwhile, Eric Garcia provided better balance in midfield. His presence helped Barcelona regain control of possession and forced Atletico to retreat into their own half. This change opened up the central corridor, allowing Lewandowski to wear down the opposition's defensive block and increase attacking pressure at key moments. But it wasn't just about the substitutions, it was also Flick's emphasis on positional freedom and offensive fluidity, which defined Barcelona's tactical elegance. After conceding the second goal, Flick's team adapted by allowing Rafinha more positional freedom following the introduction of Ferran Torres and Eric Garcia. This reorganisation into a 4-1-4-1 system gave Barcelona greater flexibility and attacking depth. Pedri, playing from the left side, strategically linked up with Rafinha, providing more verticality and breaking Atletico's defensive structure. This tactical adjustment was crucial for setting up assists from the second line. It was instrumental in Yamal's goal, which came after a precise pass, and in the wide delivery that allowed Ferran Torres to score his first goal. The width provided by Ferran and Yamal allowed Rafinha to penetrate Atletico's defensive setup, reflecting the offensive philosophy that Hansi Flick has successfully implemented at Barcelona. Hansi Flick's Barcelona has not only regained its identity, but has also built one of the most lethal attacking forces in Europe. Robert Lewandowski, Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, and Ferran Torres have been the key offensive pillars of a team that has demonstrated an unstoppable goal-scoring capability. Robert Lewandowski, the undisputed finisher. Lewandowski has recorded 35 goals and 3 assists, continuing to be the dominant force inside the penalty area. Despite his age, the Polish striker remains a world-class forward who consistently finds the back of the net. Whenever the team needs a decisive presence inside the box, Lewandowski steps up with guaranteed efficiency. Rafinha, the offensive engine. Rafinha has produced 28 goals and 21 assists, marking his best season to date. His explosiveness, direct play, and ability to create chances make him the driving force behind Barcelona's attack. If he maintains this level of performance, he could very well be delivering a Ballon d'Or worthy campaign. Lamine Yamal, the generational talent. At just 17 years old, Lamine Yamal has already established himself as a game changer, tallying 13 goals and 17 assists. His dribbling, vision, and composure under pressure have made him a nightmare for defenders and a crucial asset for Barcelona's attacking structure. Ferran Torres, the underrated weapon. While Ferran Torres' numbers may seem modest at 13 goals and 3 assists, his impact on the pitch goes far beyond statistics. Often overlooked, Ferran has proven to be an essential piece in Flick's tactical setup. His versatility allows him to play in multiple attacking positions, whether as a left winger, right winger, or even as a centre forward. His adaptability provides Flick with a crucial tactical advantage, making Barcelona's attack unpredictable and highly dynamic. Ferran may not always be the first choice starter, but his efficiency is undeniable. He scores a goal every 86 minutes, an outstanding statistic for a player who frequently comes off the bench. His ability to change the game in critical moments was on full display against Atletico Madrid, where he scored the equaliser and later sealed the victory with the final goal. In a season filled with high-intensity fixtures, having a player like Ferran Torres is a luxury. His presence ensures that Barcelona maintains its attacking depth, allowing Flick to rotate his squad effectively while still keeping the offensive firepower intact. When needed, Ferran has repeatedly delivered, and with Barcelona chasing multiple titles, his contributions could prove decisive as the season progresses. These players form a team that knows how to suffer and overcome adversity. This Barcelona squad is built to endure tough moments and rise to the occasion in the most challenging parts of the season. It embodies the mentality that Luis Enrique once described. They don't just play well when things go smoothly, they thrive when faced with adversity. Now let's highlight the performances of Barcelona's attacking stars in this intense clash against Atletico Madrid. Lamine Yamal, a decisive genius. What Lamine Yamal is doing is no longer a surprise. It's confirmation of his exceptional talent. He is a special player, a footballer who delivers when it matters most. Against Atletico Madrid, he once again showed that despite being just 17 years old, he is already one of the most decisive players in world football. From the very first minute, Yamal played with hunger and determination. His confidence was evident, and he wasted no time in making an impact. Early in the match, he struck the post with a powerful shot, a moment that showcased his precision and composure in front of goal. It was a warning sign. He was going to leave his mark on the game, but the best was yet to come. With the match in stoppage time and Barcelona pushing for victory, it was Lamine Yamal who stepped up, taking responsibility and scoring the third goal, the defining moment that sealed the epic comeback. Yamal is no longer just a promising youngster. He is a player capable of leading Barcelona's biggest moments.
Lamine encuentra el espacio, el disparo, míralo.
Sí, al final era un partido muy importante. Al final ganar al Atleti hoy nos daba un golpe sobre la mesa, nos poníamos líderes con un partido menos y muy contentos.
Rafinha, a master playmaker and a future Ballon d'Or. Contender from the first minute, Rafinha set the tempo with his relentless work rate. He was the first to press, the first to fight for every ball, and the first to maintain intensity, even when Barcelona was trailing. The team focused most of its attacks on the right wing, which limited his direct involvement in the offensive play, but when his moment came, he seized it perfectly. In the second half, when Barcelona needed him the most, he delivered a moment of pure class. With a perfectly measured curling cross into the box, he provided a pinpoint assist for Ferran Torres' equaliser. It was a display of surgical precision, highlighting his intelligence and ability to create danger even when he wasn't the central figure in the match. Rafinha's numbers this season are simply outrageous: 27 goals and 19 assists across all competitions. He has become one of the most decisive players in world football. Not only has he exceeded all expectations, but he has also proven that he can lead Barcelona in its most crucial moments. If he continues at this pace, a Ballon d'Or nomination would not be unrealistic. This is the best season of his career so far, and the most impressive part is that he still has room to improve. Robert Lewandowski, redeemed and deadly when it mattered most. One thing that defines great strikers is their ability to step up when their team needs them the most. Robert Lewandowski once again proved why he remains one of the best goal scorers in world football. Despite going through a rough patch in recent matches, he made the most of his second opportunity against Atletico Madrid, scoring a crucial goal that brought Barcelona back into the game and sparked their comeback. With 22 goals in La Liga, he currently leads the Pichichi race, holding a 2-goal advantage over Kylian Mbappe, who has 20 goals. Ferran Torres, Barcelona's saviour and the power of the shark mentality. In a game where Barcelona needed a game changer, Hansi Flick put his trust in Ferran Torres and the Spanish forward delivered spectacularly. The moment he stepped onto the pitch, his shark mentality was on full display. He didn't hesitate, he didn't second-guess himself. In his first real opportunity, he scored a brilliant header from Rafinha's cross to equalise. It was a clean, precise and confident finish, but he wasn't done yet. While Atletico Madrid was still processing the equaliser, Ferran struck again, this time with a composed, clinical finish inside the box, sealing Barcelona's dramatic 4-2 victory. His impact was immediate and decisive, proving once again why he remains a vital piece in Flick's Barcelona. Barcelona's victory over Atletico Madrid. A statement of champions. The match against Atletico Madrid wasn't just another victory, it was a clear message. This team is built to win titles.
Estoy muy feliz, estoy muy orgulloso de lo que ha hecho el equipo hoy. La mentalidad es muy buena, nunca nos rendimos. Creo que esta es la reacción en la cancha que pedimos que queremos. Es que estoy muy orgulloso.
Despite a shaky start, where the team failed to dictate the tempo and conceded 2 goals by the 70th minute, their response was nothing short of championship worthy. When everything seemed lost, Barcelona activated their steel mentality. In just 9 minutes they levelled the score, turning the game on its head. Atletico went from controlling the match to being completely overrun, unable to cope with a Barca team that never stopped believing in the comeback, but they didn't stop at just the equaliser. In added time, Barcelona sealed the game with 2 more goals, completing an unforgettable 4-2 comeback. This wasn't just about 3 points, it was a declaration. Barcelona is ready to win La Liga. Performances like these define championship-winning teams. When everything seemed to be slipping away, Barcelona showed character, talent and determination, proving that they have what it takes to win La Liga and compete for every trophy in Europe. Barcelona leads La Liga and controls their destiny. Under Hansi Flick, Barcelona now sits at the top of La Liga with 60 points, tied with Real Madrid but with the advantage of a game in hand. They are not just leading the league, they are the most dangerous team in the competition, boasting 75 goals scored and conceding just 27. With La Liga in their hands, the momentum is fully in Barcelona's favour. Copa del Rey. Another battle against Atletico Madrid, the Copa del Rey. Quarterfinals bring another clash with Atletico Madrid, a team Barcelona has gradually figured out throughout the season. First, a loss at Montjuic, then a draw in the first leg of the Copa del Rey quarterfinals, now a dominant victory at the Metropolitano. This upward trajectory suggests that Barcelona is well positioned to secure another win in the return leg and move on to the semi-finals. Champions League, a favourable path to the semi-finals. In Europe, Barcelona faces Borussia Dortmund, a team they already defeated in the group stage. This gives Flick's team an edge, knowing exactly how to approach the tie against the German side. If they advance, they will likely face Bayern Munich or Inter Milan, a high-stakes battle that could define their European campaign. Barcelona's treble hopes are alive, with La Liga under control, a favourable Copa del Rey matchup, and a winnable Champions League tie. Barcelona remains on track for a historic season. The team is in peak form and has no intention of slowing down. If they maintain this level of intensity, focus and determination, there's no telling how far they can go. Barcelona's revival under Hansi Flick, a team destined for glory. What Hansi Flick's Barcelona is achieving is no coincidence. It's a complete transformation. This team has brought back excitement, reignited dreams, and most importantly, regained the fear factor. Barcelona is no longer just competing. They are dominating, imposing their identity, and proving they are ready to conquer everything. This Barcelona is hungry. They play with determination, belief, and a winning mentality, qualities of a team that knows it has the potential to make history. There is no fear, no hesitation, only a team that fights until the final whistle and is crafting a season to remember. Kool-Aid, this Barcelona is back. A thrilling end to the season awaits, with everything still to play for. This team has not only recovered its essence, it is ready to take over the world. Let there be no doubt, Hansi Flick's Barcelona is destined for greatness.